Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma and this here is my little craft corner where I share stuff mostly related to knitting, sometimes other related stuff. But today I have another knitting podcast for you. I have a lot of sweaters to show you actually. There is one finished object, three works in progress, and one thing that I'll be starting next month. And I have an acquisition to show you. So it's not really fully packed, this podcast, but it is pretty packed. I chose to eliminate 2 whips from this podcast because I just really didn't pick them up since last time you saw me. So I don't think it's most interesting to show those to you today. But I do have 1 finished object, and place your bets right now because it is my sweater number 15. Ooh, it is still a little bit wet because it has been blocking for, how long has it been? Maybe it's been a couple days at least, but it's still pretty wet. So I just took it off the blocking mat to show you guys. I'll put it back on once I press stop at the end of the podcast. But this is what my sweater number 15 looks like. I will quickly try it on for you so you can maybe see it a bit better what this looks like. Let me see if I have the back here. Yeah, this grew a lot in blocking, like a lot, so I didn't block it as aggressively because I don't want it to be too oversized. The neckline really does need some elastic because if I just put an elastic in like this, it looks way nicer than if I let it hang out like the boat neck it wants to be. So there's going to be an elastic sewn in here, and then let me stand up on the chair. It's always fun. This is the sleeve length. It's pretty long, but if I do the elastic in the neck, it takes this up a little bit, which makes it look a bit nicer. It's a really nice long sleeve. It does flare out a lot, which I don't mind. And the length of the sweater is pretty nice. I can just tuck it in really easily, like this, and it just looks very cute, very cozy, very nice. So this is really going to be my sweater that I'll probably live in for the next couple months once it is dry, because it is currently wet. It doesn't feel too great. But I just need to sew in an elastic and then we're done. This yarn is Peruvian Highland Wool by Holland Creatief in a dark blue color. I really love this yarn, as you know if you've been watching my videos. And I really love Antje, which you also know if you watch my videos. I met her 2 times at some yarn fairs. And I am going to meet her at the next yarn fair again, because I'll be helping her out at her stand, which is super fun and exciting. So if you are going to the Breidagen in Zwolle in a couple weeks, it's October 13th and 14th, I believe, I'll be there at her booth, just helping her out, talking to people, lots of fun things. So if you are in the neighborhood, please come say hi, because I would love to see some like somewhat familiar faces. I would love that, but that's really... let me take this wet sweater off. It's not the greatest. But that's really what made me prioritize this sweater over my Mobi, which I started because this is knit up in her yarn, and I'll be taking this to the Breidagen with me to like either put up on a mannequin or kind of to have it be used as decoration. My hair is just doing all sort of things. So we can just use this as like decoration around the stand, like as an example of what you can make with her yarn. I know she has some of this blue color left still. So if you are very inspired by me, she does have some of this yarn left. but it wasn't a lot, she said. Let me just quickly put this over here. So yeah, that's my sweater number 15 by my favorite things knitwear, knit by me, using Holland Creative Peruvian Highland wool. I have a couple other things in here that are Holland Creative. Like same motivation, I just really want to have some stuff either finished or going on that we can show at our stand, because that's kind of makes it all look a bit more pretty. I always like to see some examples of the yarn like worked up, so why not make it myself, because I am a knitter. So that's what we're doing. Moving on to the first work in progress, which is my Mobi sweater by Petite Knit. I did not do a lot on this. It might look like I done nothing, but I did redo the neck bind off, so it's just a bit more like, it has a bit more stretch now, which is lovely, but I didn't do much more. Like I did all of this in 2 weeks and then I just stopped. There's no other reason for that than I wanted to prioritize my sweater number 15, and now I am prioritizing other things. But once I join the other sweaters that you'll see in a bit in the round, they're ready for me to take to the Breidagen, and I'll just full focus on this because I just need to do one more sleeve and the body. I can also put this on for you. There's no reason why I cannot do that right now. Let me just see, this goes a lot easier than last time. And it doesn't sit up. Like it used to sit up like this, but it's now also a bit more like this. And with blocking, that will help out a lot. Yeah, this is what I've done right now. So you just need to do one more sleeve and then the body from here. And then we're finished. So yeah, shouldn't take too long. I'm doing a knit along with some friends to make this sweater, and we said September, October, and if I did this in 2 weeks, I can definitely do the other part in October in not too long. So that should all be fine. So this is my Mobi sweater knit up in Novita 7 Veliesta yarn. I believe I have just about 3 skeins left. And so this one and then 2 more, which should be enough. I'm just going to do the other sleeve first and then the body, and we'll see how long the body will become. But I'm not like worried about yarn too much, because the sleeve takes a little less than 1 skein and I have 2 more skeins for the entire body and a bit, like 2 skeins and a bit for the body. So that should be more than enough. I really love how this is working up. It is a little bit scratchy, but I feel like with blocking that will like soften things up a bit. And I don't mind the scratchiness too much. I'm like not too sensitive to it. You just feel it when you put it on, and then you feel it when you put it off. So in the middle, you don't really feel the scratch. But this is just incredible. I love that I knit this up. I still cannot believe that I knit this up and how easy the pattern is. Like this is such, like for me it was a pretty easy-ish knit. Like obviously not as easy as a straight stockinette sweater or scarf, but still it is surprisingly easy to knit this up, and it looks like I've just mastered knitting. It looks like I am the best knitter ever, which I am definitely not, but I did make this sweater and it looks pretty great. I can also not wait to cast this off at some point and just wear it throughout winter. It's so gorgeous. But yeah, there's not really a lot of updates I can give you on this. Like I just redid the neck and that's it. So I'll be casting on for the sleeve in a bit. And just work on that. And then next month, hopefully, you'll see this as a finished object. But who knows? It's not my main priority. It was kind of monogamously knitting on it for 2 weeks straight. But it's currently not really my priority because there's a yarn fair. Speaking about the yarn fair, this is another thing I'll be taking with me. This is my Monday sweater by Petite Knit. It was a Mobi sweater. This is a Monday sweater. And this is also knit up in, let me see if this is back. Yeah. This is what it's currently working up with. I'm about 3/4 of the way done with the yoke. And I'm knitting this up in this big red cone. That is by Holland Creatief again. This is just some sock yarn, and I believe it's 75/25. And it's a 500 gram cone. I'm just knitting off of the cone, which is amazing because I don't have to weave in too many ends in the end. I am knitting this together with this mohair by Knitting for Olive. So this is a soft silk mohair in the colorway Cloud or Sky. There's two names. I'm not too sure which is the most used name for it, but it's Cloud or Sky. And yeah, it is knitting up so pretty. I think I cast this on Wednesday, I believe. I think Wednesday I cast off the Tuesday evening I cast off the sweater number 15. And then Wednesday morning I cast on this one. And it is going pretty quickly. I love that with the Monday you start with the neckline. You don't have to pick up for the neckline afterwards. So it's just, you start with the neck. So that is done and it is stretchy enough. It is super pretty. Let me pop this over my hand. You will not be able to see a lot of how this is panning out, but this is what it's currently looking like. Let me see if the raglan lines are aligned. Yeah, so this is going to be such a lovely sweater. You really see how the white mutes out the dark red. And I love that a lot. I really enjoy that. Yeah, it's almost time to split for sleeves, but in the back this just rolls up a lot. So it's not there yet, but it's going to be pretty soon. Yeah, I love this marling effect. I bought this yarn beginning of the year in February, I believe, at the Handwerkbeurs in Zwolle from Antje from Holland Creatief. And I just had the vision of this sweater ever since. So me casting it on and it looking pretty much exactly like I imagined is incredible. It is great. I love it. Yeah, this is just, I wouldn't say this is my dream knit ever, because it's just a straight stockinette raglan sweater. But it is one of my, I really wanted this and now I'm making it. The vision in my head is really coming to life. And I love that a lot. This is just, I love this marling. I was kind of worried that the white would be overpowering, but it's not. It's just nice. A nice, beautiful sweater it's going to be, I believe. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys. It's just incredible. And I love this so much. Yeah, what else can I say? It's just beautiful. And once I separate for sleeves, it's ready-ish for me to take to the bride. I can just take it like this, but I will be hopefully knitting on my whips a little bit during the breidagen in between talking to people or while talking to people. I just be knitting on this a little bit. So then it's just easier if it's I don't have to look at the increases, but I just can knit straight stockinette and make a sweater. Yeah, but this is gorgeous. I love it. I cannot wait to have this finished as well. So I just feel like this is a nice basic sweater, but it's also a nice sweater. I can just wear this to the office on quiet days and just still look like presentable and professional, but also be super comfy because this is amazingly comfortable. Um, it's pretty cold at the office these days. We don't know what's going on. It has been warm all summer and now it's cold all winter. Um, we don't know what's going on, but this sweater will keep me nice and warm, as well as the sweater number 15. So I might just take that to work and just put it over when I'm sitting in the office. But yeah, this is a nice candidate for that as well. It's just amazing, incredible. I love how this is looking. There's one thing, if I may say one negative thing about this, is that you don't really see the raglan line too well. You can kind of see it, but I'm used to my sweaters having a bit more like detailed raglan lines. That's fine. It's not really criticism, it's just I'm just looking like, where's the raglan line sometimes, but it's there, it's visible, it's not a big deal. So yeah, this is my Monday sweater by Petite Knit, my most recent cast on. And I don't know how quick this is going to go because I feel like after splitting for sleeves, it's going to be on the back burner. So this is currently my somewhat monogamous knit. But once I split for sleeves, there's going to be another project that I'll be working on until I split that for sleeves. And then it's just a fun going between three. I'll share in a little bit what the third project is. But for now, I have another whip, like my last whip. And this is just really the mindless whip of the moment. Because I cannot take all of these sweaters with me all the time to things. So I just cast on the second sock to the vanilla sock that I did the 24-hour knitting challenge with a little while ago. I just tried to knit a sock in 24 hours. And this is the second sock to it. I just wanted to cast it on because it's an easy vanilla sock. I'm currently at the heel. Like I just did the first round of like setting it up with the contrast color. So I can just take this with me and work on the heel next. This was great because I went somewhere, didn't want to take a big bag with a big sweater in it. So I just cast this on during the night and just knit on it. So it's really fun, it's really great. I don't really have a lot to say. Oh, I can mention what the yarn is, maybe. That would be nice. Wow, podcasting. The main color is from Wool met Verve, a Dutch hand dyer. And I don't know if the color has a name. I got it in a surprise package with 4 other skeins. And yeah, I don't know if it has a name. I don't know if it's still in store. But it is very pretty. It's very variegated. And the contrast color is just a mini skein by Dutch Wool Diva. Another Dutch hand dyer. And I don't know if it has a name. And I don't know if it's still in stock. But it is a lovely red with some pinkish, white-ish things going on. And I really like this. I really do think it complements the main color. But yeah, apart from that, there's not really much I can share with you about this. It's just a mini skein, yeah. And it's just a vanilla sock, so I don't really have too much to share about that, I believe. We're flying through this podcast. I did not intend for this to be a quick one. It's just there's not really many updates I can share with you because I seen you 3 weeks ago last. But like kind of my podcast has just shifted to becoming later and later and later in the month. So I now want to reset it and upload it on the 1st of October. So this is a monthly podcast at the beginning of the month again. So that's why there's just a little bit of a weird scheduling thing going on. You've probably not noticed, but it's been keeping me pretty busy. Anyway, those were all my whips. Let's move on to my next cast on, shall we? So my next project is going to be with some yarn by Holland Creatief again. I just shared with you I'm going to be helping her out at a yarn fair, and I really want to have things cast on with her yarn. So my third Holland Creatief project will be using this big yarn skein. This is a 250 gram skein. It is 500 meters of fine Peruvian Highland wool. And this is going to become a zipper sweater, but not on its own. It's going to get a lot of help from this Lana Grossa Setasuri mohair. And this is in the colorway 31, 25 grams, equaling 212 meters, 69% alpaca, 31% silk. So this together, the contrast is not as big as it looks like on camera. It's going to become a zipper sweater. And this really is my last thing that I haven't cast on yet on my fall knitting plans video. So we're just 1 week into fall and I've already cast on all my fall things. So that's fun. Like, I still have to cast them off and I still have to knit them, of course, but I really like to have a season where I am just able to cast them all on, because if you've seen my spring and summer, I don't know if I made a winter plans last year. I at least made a fall and summer plans video. I maybe finished 1 or 2 of those 7 or 8 things I shared, and like at least 4 or 5 were not even cast on. So yeah, I really love to be able to just set my projects for the season and then actually be able to do them. So I think sharing 5 projects was great, because I also shared the Cumulus tee that I didn't share in this video because I haven't picked it up. But I am also knitting my Cumulus tee, and then I already cast off my sweater number 15, so that's 1 finished for the season. And then it's just my Mobi, my Monday, my zipper, and my Cumulus. So here's 4 petite knit patterns, which was not intentional. I do not intentionally want to knit only petite knit patterns, but just this season it just so happened that all my projects were petite knit. Yeah, this is becoming a zipper sweater and I'm really, really excited about it. I kindly got this yarn gifted by Antje, which I still cannot believe, like, how did that even happen? But Antje's so kind to send me this over. So thank you again, Antje, for sending me this yarn. It's going to be used this month, and it's going to go to a great cause because I really want my zipper sweater. I'm using this mohair together so that it becomes like the regular zipper sweater. I didn't want to knit the light version. I don't know why. I think the yardage for the light version was just, I have 2 skeins of this, and the yardage for the light version was just a little bit more. So I was either going to get a tiny bit of a cropped light version or a proper regular version if I add mohair to it. So I did that. Yeah, I'm really excited to get this started. It's going to be my 3rd Holland Creatief project. I have more yarn by her, but I'm not able to knit on all of that. Some I just need some mohair for, some I still need a pattern for. So these 3 projects are for now more than enough. I have a cardigan's worth of green Holland Creatief yarn And I have one baby alpaca 50-gram skein laying around. I still don't really know what I'm going to do with it, but I love it nonetheless. But these three, so the red, the blue, and the purple, are coming to the Blijdagen with me, and I hope to see you there. I hope to see a lot of you guys. I love that my Holland Creatief yarn is just very colorful, very fun. I love it. I do tend to gravitate to more neutral colors, but this just fun for once. I'm really excited about that. So this is going to become my cast on once I join in around for the Monday. Then I'm going to cast on this, and I'm going to pretty monogamously knit on this until I join in around. And then it's just going to be back and forth between the zipper, the Monday, and the Mobi until I finish them at the end of the season. And then we'll make some winter plans. So those were my plans for next month. I have one acquisition that wasn't an acquisition for this month, but I forgot to show it to you last month, so I'm going to show it to you now. It's not yarn, it is needles. I bought an entire needle set. This is the Xiaogu set, like the big set. I kind of spoiled myself and purchased this huge, some needles are in use, but this huge set that has needles ranging from 2.75 up until 10 centimeters. And I don't know, I'm just a big Xiaogu fan. This is the 10 centimeter one. This is huge. I don't know if I'm ever really going to use this. I'm not a super big needle project girl, but I did want to have them on hand for if I am going to be. But this is just kind of the set of my dreams. I have two of their shorty sets. I have the red one and the blue one. So I have short needles ranging from 2.5 to 5, I want to say. Yeah, 2.5 to 5 millimeters. So yeah, I really like using those. I use the short needles for sweaters or for bigger projects all the time. So it was time to buy the proper big Xiaogu needles. They are super expensive, but they are super nice. I love them a lot. And yeah, they have proven themselves to be great needles. I use them on my Mobi. So I forgot to show it last month, but I used them for my Mobi all the way. On my Monday are currently still the shorties, but I'm going to change to bigger needles once I separate for the body and I move it to a different kind of cable and everything. But I just started with the shorties for the neckline and then haven't changed yet. But yeah, my Xiaogu needle set is my new pride and joy. I love it so much. It was super expensive. It was not a necessary purchase, but I love it nonetheless. I feel like I just flew right through this. But there's not really a lot more to share with you guys. I feel like I didn't make too much progress except for this one, obviously. So there's not really a lot of new things I can talk to you about. This is everything I did in September pretty much, and I cannot wait to see what October brings me. Come see me at the Blijdagen, come see me at the yarn fair. I am sitting both days at the Holland Creatief stand. It's a beautiful, beautiful stand. It's like a cart on wheels, pretty much. It's like a wagon on wheels. And the yarn is beautiful. The people are lovely. Come see us there. I'm sure I'll make a video out of it. So if you miss it, no worries. You'll still see a video of me going there and just talking you through it a little bit. But yeah, I'm going to be there and I'm hoping to see you there. And I'm really looking forward to knitting on all my sweaters this season, this next month. And yeah, I hope to see you guys again real soon, either in person or on camera. I hope to see you guys real soon. Bye guys!